Making games is supposed to be fun. That's why game developers, we spend hundreds of hours working on a game that maybe only 100 people will play. But generally, creating a business around selling games and learning about the law isn't fun. I know that because I went to law school. So, what I'm trying to do here is provide a quick and easy way for you as a person who runs a game development company or an individual game developer can know to better succeed. I'm Sean Spalding. I'm an entertainment attorney focused on working with YouTubers and game developers. Some games that I've worked on have been bestsellers and featured in the Apple Store. And so, for the next half hour, I want to provide you this quick summary. So, super actionable steps that'll help you move your business and career forward. And then hopefully, once I'm done summarizing this easy stuff and you get all the really quick wins out of the way, I hope you stick around for the more complex stuff later. That will take a lot more time to discuss, but also is very relevant. So everything in this summary is going to be a mix between legal tips and business best practices. At some point, when you're talking about practical legal information, you can't really separate the legal from the business best practices. One thing to know that this is definitely not made for a company with dozens of employees, lots of funding, someone who can really hire an attorney to give them more technical advice. This is meant for game developers who have companies and are bootstrapping those companies so far. So you're all paying for what you do out of pocket. You might be getting a percentage of the game that you make, and that's how you're being paid. And so overall, this is for people who are in it for the love of the game and not necessarily in it to create some sort of Zynga style venture capitalist run or funded company. And those are the types of people who I think that this is really great for, because if you don't have the money to hire an attorney right now, I want you to be as prepared and as protected as possible. And since I have a creative background, I used to be a filmmaker, I still am an artist, I know what it's like to not be able to afford this kind of support, so I want to give back to the community and hopefully allow you to learn something that will keep you making games and keep you out of legal trouble. Finally, in addition to hearing me talk, I'll put all the readings at the end. Game developers are visual people. That's why you're not a novelist. So at the end, I've put all the complex text. And I would highly suggest you read those because, of course, an hour or so video can only do so much. But reading takes the information and knowledge gathering into your own hands. Finally, as a disclaimer, keep in mind that this is a really strong simplification of complicated rules. Keep in mind that these are generalizations that really only apply to people in the United States. I am registered as a California attorney, so even more so if you are not in California, these best practices might not even apply to you. But yeah, just keep everything in mind and know the rules of your own jurisdiction.